Hi Sagittarius, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading, and today we have a tarot reading. I hope you guys are all well. I say that with excitement because we're just too upbeat over here, aren't we? Yeah, and I pulled two oracles, and we have soulmate and renewal, so we'll pull the rest here in front of you because you could be going, what did you pull those? Those are so beautiful, right? And I mean, everything's pulled spontaneously, so we'll continue that way. We will. I have placed these cards down here because this is the Wildwood Tarot deck, and these cards are like the Wild Wild West, right? And they get serious, and so I wanted to see, what was here. It's a very deep deck. It's yeah, and so yeah. Before we begin, if you guys want your own reading with me, you can get a psychic reading and a tarot reading both. You can get either one. I always recommend getting the combo because they offer different insight. Yeah, things I don't see in the cards or don't show up right or in the cards come out in the psychic reading and vice versa. And it's really a lot of fun. We do it on the phone. So let's get into this here. And we start with this soulmate and renewal. And it is so beautiful here. And here's this young man here. And, he's holding his third eye here. So, that's his third eye. It definitely is. And it's on his forehead in the middle where it really is. But he's like, he knows, right, that he's closing his eyes here. Here's his profile up above. And it's really like I'm closing my eyes to imagine what I want to manifest. I'm closing my eyes for a new beginning with Sagittarius. I'm closing my eyes here because, I'm trusting my third eye here in the psychic realm because Sagittarius is, I feel like, meant for me. That's what this person feels, right? With that is the first card, the soulmate card. So let's continue and let's pull some cards for Sagittarius's person. Yeah, let's see what we got for your person. Not for your person. They're actually just for the reading. But, it looks like for you or your person, actually for both. And let's see. We have material harvest, and this is the Nine of Pentacles here. Now, he's sitting here very happy. He is meditating. He is, you can tell, because he's showing thanks. His eyes are closed, and in front of him is the fruit and the money, the water, and, maybe there's something in this. There's something in the bag here, and then here's like a potion or something. But these are material goods. So he has money and water, everything to preserve him, so to speak, or, nourish him. And then he has the fruits for the fertility. Let's see what else for Sagittarius. We have diving into a task, the deep diver. Yeah, somebody's definitely diving deep here. And I was saying that earlier, this is a deep deck, so, they sure are. And yeah, it all starts because this person believes you're a soulmate, Sagittarius. They do. So, get your dancing shoes on, and can you dance to any kind of soul from the 70s? Let's see what else we have for Sagittarius. And we have romance, the finch and the peach. Now, I have a big box. You guys have seen here, I got two boxes here. I'm pulling these cards, and they're all face backwards. They are. This is just too beautiful here, right? Yeah, and let me just pick this up a little bit here, and you can see all these cards here, and yeah, and we have these books here, of course, right? And I can't see the cards, but yeah, we need to get a bookcase. We certainly do. Let's see what else we can kind of treasure up here, because that's what's going on here. These are treasure cards that are in treasures. A separation, though. Wow. So, this person is separating from somebody, or you are, Sagittarius, right? Maybe you guys have been in separation. That could be. But for me, it looks like in this right here, down, it looks like there is a sacrifice here. So it could be that this person is separating from somebody because there is a deep knowing in this reading. And I just briefly have looked at the tarot cards here with, these cards here. So there is a deep knowing. Let's get another card. Let's see what else we have for Sagittarius, please. For Sagittarius. and we have hope. Okay. So this person has hope, or you do, right? And remember, the reading can be switched in a general reading, right? Whenever we speak, face to face, or on the phone, or I do a video for you. Those are, we know who's doing what in the reading. But in this reading, you guys will know, right? So we start with the 10 of arrows right here. This is the 10 of wands. Yeah, it's interesting here. This is the overall energy. This is instruction. I feel like, here's the older man. That could be his father, his grandfather, but he's helping him, learn how to, shoot the bow and arrow, or shoot the bow. Shoot the arrow, rather. Gee, Denise, shoot the arrow. And, And so this is the 10 of wands, though, but something's been learned here, right? Yeah, something's definitely been learned, and or he's showing him. Now, somebody knows what to do in this reading because they have the third eye is basically the first card. So this instruction card is, I feel like they're telling themselves here, like, I'm going to do this, right? The Knight of Vessels crosses this. This is the Knight of Cups. And this is romance, electromagnetic feelings, or a connection. We are magnetic, right? We have our own magnetic, God, I can't think of the word here. But yeah. And so, but this Knight of Cups, he's swimming downstream. He's going with the flow. That's the whole point of this, the eel. He's not, swimming upstream. I don't know if salmon swim upstream. They might. But, here he is. He is the Knight of Cups. This is electric energy. This is romance. This is going with the flow of life. It's going along like, wow, I'm really kind of into Sagittarius, and I'm just going to go with this. I'm going to go with the flow of this whole thing. And here's the Queen of Wands, and she is the hare, yeah, and not Hair. She's the rabbit, the fast rabbit, which makes a lot of sense. Because, I was just thinking how easily I get bored, Sagittarius. Just kidding. But I feel like it's partially true, right? And I feel like a lot of people get easily bored because, yeah, for different reasons. But let's look right now at the Queen of Bows. Yeah, and here is the Knight of Cups, the vessels. So, this is pretty clear here. What's going on. And let's look at the Knight of Vessels first. And this is a welcoming, seduction, attention, conquest, compliance, agreement. So this person's going along. One of you's going along with a love affair here. Yeah, and just going down the stream. And I'm going with this, right? Welcoming it. Yeah, and there is a conquest here. As a person in your life, a charming, cultured, and gallant person. Are you gallant, Sagittarius? Remember, this is the Knight, right? So, they're supposed to be gallant. They are. I hope they still are, right? Yeah. I don't mean your person, but in general, right? With purity of intent, your destiny defined, you're able to bring wisdom and maturity to your tasks. And remember, the first card is instruction, which is a task, basically, right? It has everything. So, and so here we have somebody who knows what to do. They are mature, and they have the purest of intention. And also, this person feels like you are destiny, or right? Because we start with soulmate. So you're somebody's destiny, Sagittarius. So I want you to act, behave, all right, Sagittarius? Act like somebody's destiny. Don't act like, what do you want? I'm just teasing, right? All right. So then, sensitive and imaginative, he or she takes dreams seriously. That's what somebody's doing here, taking this very seriously, diving into a deep task, material harvest, renewal, hope, romance, right? And yeah, okay. And let's see what else we have. As an aspect, emotional cogency. This is like kind of like able, I feel like it's able to put all your emotions together, or like create something from your emotions, something like that. There is an understanding here with this word, though. I feel like there is, right? And discovering, like in the essence of the word, discovering how to merge with a concept or find accord with a person. Yeah, this is getting along or being able to kind of build with your emotions, promoting harmony, cheating on someone, exploiting an emotional situation. Somebody could have been cheating, Sagittarius. It's possible because of the separation. Now, I don't feel like this person's cheating on you. Now, they may have in the past, but for me, this looks like they are separating from somebody because of the understanding that you're a soulmate. Yeah, you are. So I want you to behave like soulmate material, like I've said many times, Sagittarius, right? I'm just having fun over here, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's very cool here as an event, a reception, or a welcoming. Now we've already seen a welcoming. Yeah, we have, didn't we? I feel like yeah, it was this with this card. Compliance and agreement, but this coming together. Yeah, union and arrival. Yeah, and here is the Knight of Vessels, seen as the eel. Don't eat any eel at sushi, Sagittarius. Please don't do that, right? I feel like the eel tastes good, and I'm not really that much of a sushi person. No, it's all right. It's good. It's all right. It's not definitely not comfort food. Like I'm definitely not going to have sushi in November. No, not definitely. So let's see. We have the Queen of Wands, who is the hare, and here she is. And you know you're standing straight up here, Sagittarius. And when I say that, it's kind of like a is kind of a very, I don't know, like upright, kind of stand up person attitude. A companion through life, the Queen of Wands, sympathetic and understanding, outgoing, warmth, jealousy, and rivalry as an aspect. Maybe you have been jealous. Maybe you had a rival. Maybe somebody's jealous of you, right? I don't find fire signs or, very jealous, but anybody can be, right? Depending on your chart and, what's happened in your life, right? Of course, any, past trauma could be, reliving it, possibly, hopefully not. And as a companion through life, okay, we have offering as an event, offering courteous understanding. Yeah, and maybe that's what this person needs, right? Using your ambition creatively as an event, a happening, offering courteous, okay, a business opportunity, a party or a social gathering. Interesting here how it says harboring slights or insults and undermining the plans of others. Wow, Sagittarius, you've surprised me now, right? Yeah, I need that. I need that award back. That little ribbon I gave you for being perfect, right? So there could be a rival here, though, and when we see, when we listen to this from this, it is a very wise book because whoever wrote the deck, I'm sure they got some type of award, or if they didn't, I'll give it to them right here, because these people are it's just very deep and they're very intelligent and very insightful and etc. etc. So but this, there could be a rival here. There could. And we have this separation card here, and this man, he has his hand on his heart, and I don't know, he's telling her that he wants to separate, I think. Maybe this is your person coming to you, but time apart from your partner is on the horizon. And, maybe somebody has separated. Maybe somebody has separated to see if you'll take them back or if you possibly here, because somebody here is, it seems here, that is like separating from somebody, and it could be so they could be with their soulmate, right? I could see that happening. And somebody believes here that this is a material harvest, something very beautiful. They feel like this is, a very deep task, and that you're a soulmate, right? We see romance and hope. Yeah, it could be that somebody separates from somebody because they are hoping to be with you. And they know that, you're not going to put up with any, hanky-panky or malarkey, right? Yeah. And so the Ten of Stones here is the Ten of Pentacles, sits in the past. And this is home. And we see it typically as a family, right? The Ten of Pentacles. So in the past, you were home to this person, or they were home to you. Yeah, because you're the ideal partner here, Sagittarius, right? Yeah. You might have a tall bill to fill here, a tall order to fill, Sagittarius, right? You could be saying, I'm just going to be myself. Of course, right? This is all you can do. And, just do that, right? The Eight of Pentacles is your mindset, and this is skill. This is somebody, this can be kind of somebody who is doing the best they can, right? Maybe this is, you are, what's on your mind is like really putting an effort, because that's what he's doing. He's really putting an effort into these little, he's making these little kind of tools, and, he's a little bit of a caveman here, but not entirely, but sort of. And so, he's making these things, he's carving them out um, with his tools here. And he has, kind of a cup here, and then he has an arrowhead, and, he has different things here he has carved out. And we have, and these don't really read in the reverse, they don't. And we have the moon here, and we also have the Ace of Wands. And, this Ace of Wands is a passionate new opportunity. It is also very inspiring because it is called in this deck the spark of life. The moon is here, and this is happening very soon. Let's look at the moon, and all these animals are kind of up in arms here. And this is, in this deck, it is called the moon on the water, which makes a lot of sense because the moon has everything to do with the tides. It has everything to do with your intuition, and Cancer is a water sign, and the moon represents Cancer, right? Really interesting how Cancer is, ruled by, the moon circulates the earth every 28 and a half days, right? It is a woman's cycle. So we know that, the cosmos have everything to do with our everyday life here on earth because of that one thing, but there's many other things, right? So let's have a look at the moon on the water here, the still point of potential. Yeah. And this is interesting how this shows up in the near future, the still point of potential. There is so much potential here that somebody gets that. The path of the moon on the water. Yeah, the path of the moon on the water is what I am saying. This is movement. And it's feelings that are kind of going around on the zodiac wheel, right? Because we say sometimes that Cancerians can be a little bit moody, right? And, my son is a Cancer. And, Cancerians are great people. They are. And they're actually seen as one of the highest earners in the zodiac because they understand people, right, with their feelings, right? But this kind of moodiness, or it is because the moon changes signs every 2.5 days, right? Yeah. So you could feel, right? You could feel the energy changing. Not only that, when the full moon comes, it is a time of romance and taking control of your life, and a new cycle, a new endeavor to begin, right? And we also have rebirth, yeah, with the moon here, the gateway of the soul, the tides of emotion and consciousness, the primal source of intuition and initiation. The moon on the water heralds a time of inner transformation, of awareness. Yeah, and somebody has major awareness here, right? And so we see rebirth happening in this reading. We do. And we see somebody trusting it and hoping that they're going to have it because we have hope. With the butterfly and the snowdrop, yeah. And in your concern is this spark of life, Sagittarius, yeah. And it is, here we have the bow and the arrow here. This is the Ace of Wands. And at the bottom here is the ace. The bow has so much passion and fire that it is lighting here, and energy that it is lighting this. It's creating a little fire here, right? Yeah. And in your environment, Sagittarius, is the stoat, right? And here he is, he's a beautiful animal. He's very interesting. Yeah, I haven't seen him. Now, I don't know. This looks, maybe they have these in Australia because it does kind of look like an Australian animal. They might have these here in the United States. I mean, it's definitely not a tropical animal. No, it's not. Let's look at the stoat, which is showing up in your environment here, and let's have a look at that. And these are all so many wands in this reading, Sagittarius. Yeah, and in your environment, which is movement, right? But in your environment here, and inspiration and courage and passion, it is. That's what the movement and inspiration for the wands. Let's look at the Page of Wands is in your environment. We know the pages to be bringing news. So this person could be bringing you news right here in your environment. Let's have a look here. let's have a look at the Page of Wands, who is the stoat. Where's the little stoat at here, right? Yeah. And he's very cute. He is. Let's see here. Here he is. And okay, let's see. Often you are seen as an emissary, and as such, your gifts are widely recognized and honored. Your ability to perceive the truth in almost any matter is vastly helpful, and your freedom of spirit marks you out as an original and unique personality. As a person in your life, a charming and adventurous individual who may act as an ambassador. He or she can sometimes be overzealous, like too excited, yeah, right, enthusiastic. As a stranger who moves through your life, she may act as a catalyst for change. As a friend, she can be a go-between who represents your interests. Now, this person is your friend, Sagittarius. Yeah, they are, because they are acting in complete compliance and agreement with you. This person is coming to bring you what you want. Yeah, they are. And, for Sagittarians, the word compliance can sometimes sound like ugh, right? Yeah, it's sometimes because we can be known as rebels. We can. And because we like our own, we like freedom, right? And we are half horse and half man. So, this makes us, partly animalistic, which is all about freedom, especially the horse. The horse is all about freedom, right? Nobody had any freedom back in the days if they didn't have a horse, right? And today it's hard without a car, I have to say, right? So let's see what it says, unless you're, you live, down the block from, some type of transportation, right? Let's see what it says here. Yeah, this talks about somebody who can be hasty and gullible. Yeah, this is totally true because this is the page, right? But I know for a fact that sometimes Sagittarians can be a little bit naive. Yeah. And which is, it's kind of interesting, right? It is. Let's see what else here. And this is as an aspect or process, working your way up the ladder. Yeah, but this is like working my way back to you, babe. That's what this is. Learning to engage with life, devotion to an interest or hobby. Somebody's devoted to you here, right? We see hope and we see romance diving into a deep a task. Yeah, not task. And this is in your environment is unexpected news. So you're going to have some news here, Sagittarius, right? You are extraordinariness, right? And that's a big word, right? It's a mouthful. And so this is trying to show how extraordinary this is going to happen. This is extraordinary, right? So, you can pronounce it the way you want. You want to put a dash in there, that's totally fine. Or, I don't like too many hyphenated words, but hey, And we have anonymity, right? And, this is usually like when somebody comes out of nowhere. I want to remain anonymous, right? This person is showing up anonymous. Like, in other words, they're not going to let you, you're just going to get news. Hey, hi, how are you? I missed you, or something like that. It's going to come out of nowhere is what it is, right? And secrecy. Yeah. And you might have been a secret here, Sagittarius, right? I told you about that, right? Yeah. Just kidding. And yeah, strange tidings, interesting, a free spirit, dreams, visions, the appearance of a stranger. Yeah, this person's coming back into your life, Sagittarius, and they are already in your environment, in your psychic your psychic realm. In other words, they're in your energy and they're not far away, right? When we say the environment, sometimes it may be the physical environment, but we know the mind is far more powerful than the physical body. It is your mind that says, lift your foot up, right? Put that toast in your mouth, or that grape or whatever. So we know that here, and we haven't really been taught that. No, we haven't. But our elders knew that, right? They did, and then the industrial age came along, and it said, hey, machines are more are better than you, and just stuff like that, right? And of course, there is a little bit of truth to that, but still, we are not much though, because not when you really kind of weigh things out and you look at it from a deep perspective, right? We are the divine beings. There's no computer or anything like that that is better than the human mind. No, there's not. So, in your environment, we see news, we do. And, we have the Five of Swords in this can be showing up in what you are doing and what action you are taking, but it could be your hopes and your desires. Because this is what we want to do. We want to manifest our hopes and desires, don't we? Yeah, we do. And the Five of Swords, though, we usually see it as a victory and a loss. This is frustration, and he's shooting the ram, and the ram's, jumping here, trying to avoid being hit by the bow and arrow. And so maybe you are frustrated right now, waiting. Maybe you are hoping that this person is not frustrated, that that they're ready to show up, right? You could be kind of in that. Maybe this person is separated from somebody. Maybe you are the one who is separated, because if we see frustration, this is the only card here that is like a dinger, right? Yeah, don't ding me, right? Yeah, don't give me any, yeah, don't try to ding me, right? Yeah. And so the Eight of Wands is here. It is the hearth fire, and we know it has changed in the traditional deck. Here, these people are, getting together here. It looks like the Viking guy over here, and, they could be a bunch of Vikings, right? He doesn't have his horns, but, this whole kind of cap here, right? And, they are making a toast here around the fire. These are people who love each other as friends. He has his hand on her, on his friend's hand here, or I mean shoulder, or she does, right? You can't tell if it's a woman or a man, but no biggie, right? These are people who like appreciate each other. I feel like this person really appreciates you as some type of a major friend here, and a major love for sure. Their main love, Sagittarius. You look like this person's main vein, right? Yeah, and so we're going to end this reading. And your person's first card over here, Sagittarius. Remember, here is the outcome is the hearth fire in this reading, and this is the Eight of Wands, and this is gathering together. Their first card here is cut away what is no longer needed for you. Now, here, Sagittarius, this could be a separation that is going on right here. We see these two parts of the trees, and the dead branch is being cut away, and the other branch here is, there's two kind of together, and they grow together with health and vitality. Yeah, they grow, and something's being cut away, so something can grow. Crossing your person is hope. Yeah, and we have hope up here right after romance. This person's really hoping that you guys are going to get together romantically, right? And maybe you make them peach pie, Sagittarius, because we have the finch and the peach. Yeah, and we have the truth card here, and she's holding her mirror here, and she's looking in it, right? And it's kind of a ritual for her, or, some type of a, divinatory task, basically. But this person believes here, they have accepted this truth here, right? They see you as the soulmate, and they're hoping here that, I feel like they're hoping if they cut something out of their life, and maybe it's not a romantic, it could be a romantic separation. It definitely could. We see this man here, and she's lying in bed like sad here, and he's grabbing his hand. I think he's telling her, let's separate. But here's your person. Their overall energy is cutting away something that is no longer needed. Because the truth is they love you. That's really what this is about. We're going to end this reading and go to the extended. They're all super affordable. Thank you so much for joining me here, you guys. Yeah, you guys are great. If you want to book a psychic reading with me or a tarot reading, and they are accurate, you guys, they really are, right? Yeah, that's exciting to me. It is. And and so, because how do I know this? Because we talk about it when I'm done, making my insight. We discuss it. I discuss it with, the querent or my client. And, so this is how I know, right? They give me feedback. But I also have the tarot spread. You can click on the calendar below. Thank you so much, you guys. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.